the special lawyer to Nnamdi Kanu. They here and he go like tell us wetin happen inside court. Oga, how we go today?
We didn't go well. We were locked outside, and we tried to get inside, but we found that the courtroom was locked from inside, and the judge simply didn't allow us to come inside because she had problem with the number of lawyers on Nnamdi Kanu's side, and I don't think that should have been a problem. Nnamdi Kanu has a right to counsel. The Constitution didn't say he has a right to only one counsel. It's a very complicated case, and he needs to have access to as many counsels as he can afford, and as the courtroom perimeters can afford. And the courtroom itself had a lot of empty seats that could have taken all of us. But what happened in the final analysis is that the court locked us out. And while we were locked out, the court commenced proceedings without our presence in court and adjourned the matter to 19th and 20th January next year, which we find to be a travesty of justice and a flagrant a violation of Section 36 of Nigerian Constitution, which contains a fair hearing safeguards for defendants.
So what will be your next move now?
Well, we are going back to the drawing board. We are not going to take this line low. We are going to consider a number of countervailing legal judicial measures.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, now special counsel to
Aloy Ejimakor is my name. Special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. I salute you now. Una well done, but I know happy.
No verse. Okay, and I don't hear as a special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu talk barrister Aloy Ejimakor into say then lock them out, adjourn the case when they outside of the court. So now the summary of wetin talk be this, say then go back to the drawing board, go re-strategize to come back January 19 and January 19 and 20th 2022 for will be the next adjourn date for the hearing. So country people, now so it be for the Federal High Court, they don't adjourn the case to January 19 and 20 of 2022. So now the lawyer will just talk to us now in special counsel will be Aloy Ejimakor. So country people, now so it be they don't adjourn the case already. So now till 2022, now we go come back for this place to come tell on as the matter they waka they go. So everybody done they come out, and I hear them from the lawyer mouth, maybe barrister Aloy Ejimakor, as in talk say the way the hearing go today, he no sweet in belly at all. He no happy at all. So in say the judge been the para for the number of lawyers where they Nnamdi Kanu legal team, and if you say that one no supposed be matter where she go for ground. So as in the para they go, so then they go arrange yourself again to come back January 19th.
Sort day that happened in court today is the height of travesty of justice. Of course, last adjourn date, you all were privy to what happened. How lawyers were restricted from coming inside accessing the court. We have more than 50 lawyers here who are here in solidarity and part of our thing. So we're actually outside trying to resolve it, because when we came to the court, the number of few lawyers you are allowing, they still insisted that they cannot allow the maximum of 5 persons to have access to the court. And you can see us, we are more than 8. So, and we have space in court where we're going to sit down. So we're outside trying to resolve it. The court came in and locked us out, all of us. So when our attention was called that the fact we are outside the court, protesting about what they are doing to the lawyers. So they couldn't allow us to go inside. And instead of the court calling our attention of the lead counsel, or even any of us, to find out what actually is going on, because that's what's supposed to be as an arbiter. So the court called our client, what they discussed yet to made known to us, and also the prosecution, and adjourned the matter to January 15th. When we have an application, January and 19th and 20th of January 2022. Now, this is a person who has medical condition. This is a person who has filed an application challenging the competence of the child, and also the jurisdiction of the court to hear the case. So this application was slated for hearing today. So the court is fully aware that this man has come up for hearing of application before the court today. So ordinarily, the court should have called our attention. Come, if your follow me listen to you. What is going on here? we have more than 8 or 10 officials of SSS inside the court there. The AG, DPP was represented, is also in court, with about 7 lawyers there in court also for the federal government. So
how many specific that the
You're
DSS?
allowing him to land first.
So they said they can only allow about 5 persons only. And we're more than 7 or 8.
This way, sir. This
we
way,
have
sir.
people representing several groups in here, lawyers. Bruce Fenn came in flew all the way from US. This is Nnamdi Kanu attorney in US and also IPOB attorney. So I've not seen such thing. So the ideal thing for us to do is to go back and re-strategize. Obviously, I don't think we are going to continue with this course. Most likely, we're going to take it off from there because the court, by virtue of what transpired today, I don't think we still have implicit confidence in the ability of the court to deliver justice in this case.
Now,
If I could just interject, could I apologize here? They say my name is Bruce Fenn. I'm Nnamdi Kanu, international lawyer. I'm from the United States. Today was the 5th time I was told I could not enter the courtroom, despite the court's previous order that Nnamdi could have access to any 3 persons he wanted to. I actually had a chance to talk briefly to him on the
blocking
way
them
to
now.
the
Move
courtroom.
back a
It's
little.
clear 5 times that
You
they're
cannot be doing two at the same time.
targeting
You're
me
blocking the
in particular.
camera.
That's the reason why
Choose
this
one.
proceeding did not transpire today.
Ah.
And I'm here to tell the Nigerians and the international community, I'm taking this now to international tribunals. It's clear that the Nigerian tribunals are compromised. This is the international
Look at the camera, sir.
Working group on arbitrary detention in Geneva, the International Court of Justice
Look at the camera, sir.
in The Hague, the ICC in The Hague, and I'll be going to the United States Congress and urging that sanctions be considered against Nigeria for gross violations of fundamental human rights. And there's no more fundamental right than a right to access to lawyers in a criminal case. It's enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution. It's enshrined in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. It's enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's a basic principle of civilization. If you're accused of a crime, you have a right to counsel. And he's been denied access to me 5 times. And I'm here not to be an irritant. There are huge international law issues that are present in Nnamdi Kanu's case. You all know this kidnapping in Kenya, the extraordinary rendition to Nigeria just being one of them. So I'm here because I'm an international law expert to provide more enlightenment on what legal issues are present here. I'm not here to just try to create a problem or to create some kind of irritation. And yet I've been denied 5 times. What am I a threat about? I have not acted in any way that's disruptive. I've been courteous, provided identity that they've asked for, and every single occasion, Mr. Fine, you can't visit him. It's clear that I am the reason why we were locked out of court today.
Okay, let me interject briefly as a special counsel. We consider what happened today as a clear and flagrant violation of Section 36.
Excuse.
Which is his right.
Make Karen come out now.
So, in our opinion as lawyers, we think
The other one will.
it cannot stand in law that you will lock lawyers outside, counsels outside, who you know as a court are present. You lock them outside because of a mild disagreement, you lock them out, and then you maroon our client. Somebody that was rendition since June, you maroon him inside the court without counsel, you speak with him, and then you adjourn the case in a summary manner to 19th and 20th of January. It's unfair, and he's in detention. Okay, and his health is not in the best. He's not in the best health condition. So this is something that we are going to go back to drawing board, and we are going to come out with very strong countervailing legal and judicial challenges to the travesty of justice that happened in court today. Thank you.
Excuse me, I am
Aloy
the
Ejimakor,
lawyer.
special counsel.
I am the lawyer to Ohaneze Ndigbo. A very strong delegation came from the east. The traditional ruler sent a 10-man delegation. Ohaneze sent a large delegation led by Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife. As I'm speaking to you, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, the former governor of Anambra State, Ezigbo of Abuja, all of them, they are all outside. Now, what happened today, I will call it a travesty. Travesty because justice must not only be done, but must be seen to have been done. And I can tell you without any fear of contradiction, there was no trial known to law. If those who determined those who entered the court, of course, was also the prosecutor. When we came here, the prosecuting team walked in with a swagger and nobody stopped them. But for us today, I had to pass through 7 checkpoints. At each place, they had to screen me. And there I was watching the team of lawyers for the prosecution swaggering in. That's not justice.
On behalf
I
of
can
the
say
two of
this.
you, on behalf of the two of you, I'm the chairman of the two of you on litigation. On behalf of the two of you, we are highly disappointed on what happened today. And we assure you people that we are going to use all the legal arsenal to make sure we checkmate what happens today. Thank you and God bless you.
Okay, you've heard it from the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu. They are expressing their grievances over what they call shutting out of the lawyer representing Nnamdi Kanu from the US. And the lawyer, of course, said that this is the fifth time that he has been shut out from participating in the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. And according to them, when the matter was announced and the lawyer to the federal government announced presence, they were not on seat. The court adjourned the matter to January 19 and 20 for continuation. So this is what has happened in the Federal High Court today. We hope that at the next adjourned date, we shall also, of course, be bringing you details like we always do. And just stay tuned to independent television and radio, ITV radio, for other programs as you can, of course, also go through some of the news and programs that we have done and are on this platform. You can watch, continue to like our program and share to many, many people that do not have, update of what happened today in court as it concerns the trial of Nnamdi Kanu.